A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praise be to God, who created out of nothing the heavens and the earth, who made the angels messengers with wings, 2 or 3 or 4 pairs. He adds to creation as he pleases, for God has power over all things. What God out of his mercy doth bestow on mankind, there is none can withhold what he doth withhold. There is none can grant apart from him, and he is exalted in power, full of wisdom. Of men call to mind the grace of God unto you. Is there a creator other than God to give you a sustenance from heaven or earth? There is no God but he. How then are you deluded away from the truth? And if they reject thee, so the apostles rejected before thee. To God go back for decision all affairs. O men, certainly the promise of God is true. Let not then the present life deceive you, nor let the chief deceiver deceive you about God. Verily Satan is an enemy to you, so treat him as an enemy. He only invites his adherents that they may become companions of a blazing fire. For those who reject God is a terrible penalty, but for those who believe and work righteous deeds is forgiveness and a magnificent reward. Is he then to whom the evil of his conduct is made alluring, so that he looks upon it as good, equal to one who is rightly guided? For God leaves to stray whom he wills, and guidance whom he wills. So let not thy soul go out in vainly sighing after them, for God knows well all that they do. It is God who sends forth the winds, so that they raise up the clouds, and we drive them to a land that is dead, and revive the earth therewith after its death. Even so will be the resurrection. If any do seek for glory and power, to God belong all glory and power to him. Mount up all words of purity. It is he who exalts each deed of righteousness. Those that lay plots of evil, for them is the penalty terrible, and plotting of such will be void of result. And God did create you from dust, then from a sperm drop, then he made you in pairs, and no female conceives or lays down her load, but with his knowledge. Nor is a man long lived, granted length of days, nor is a part cut off from his life, but is in a decree ordained. All this is easy to God. Nor are the 2 bodies of flowing water alike, the one palatable, sweet and pleasant to drink, and the other salt and bitter. Yet from each kind of water do you eat flesh fresh and tender, and extract ornaments to wear. And thou seest the ships therein that plough the waves, that ye may seek thus of the bounty of God, that ye may be grateful. He merges night into day, and he merges day into night, and he has subjected the sun and the moon to his law. Each one runs its course for a term appointed. Such is God your Lord. To him belongs all dominion, and those whom ye invoke besides him have not the least power. If ye invoke them, they will not listen to your call, and if they were to listen, they cannot answer your prayer. On the day of judgment they will reject your partnership, and none, O man, can tell thee the truth, like the one who is acquainted with all things. Of ye men, it is indeed ye that have need of God, but God is the one free of all wants, worthy of all praise. If he so please, and bring in a new creation, nor is that at all difficult for God. Nor can a bearer of burdens bear another burden. If one heavily laden should call another to bear his load, not the least portion of it can be carried by the other, even though he be nearly related. Thou canst but admonish such as fear their Lord unseen, and establish regular prayer, and whoever purifies himself does so for the benefit of his own soul, and the destination of all is to God. The blind and the seeing are not alike, nor are the depths of darkness and the light, nor are the chilly shade and the genial heat of the sun, nor are they alike those that are living and those that are dead. God can make any that he wills to hear, but thou canst not make those to hear who are buried in graves. Thou art no other than a warner. Verily we have sent thee in truth as a bearer of glad tidings and as a warner. And there never was a people without a warner, having lived among them in the past. And if it did reject, so did their predecessors, to whom came their apostles with clear signs, books of dark prophecies, and the book of enlightenment. In the end did I punish those who reject faith, and how terrible was my rejection of them. Seest thou not that God sends down rain from the sky? With it we then bring out produce of various colours, and in mountains and tracks white and red of various shades of colour, and black and tints in hue, and so amongst men and crawling creatures and cattle, and they of various colours. Those truly fear God among his servants who have knowledge, for God is exalted in might of forgiving. Those who rehearse the book of God, establish regular prayer, and spend in charity out of what we have provided for them secretly and openly, hope for a commerce that will never fail, for he will pay them their meed. Nay, he will give them even more out of his bounty, for he is oft forgiving, most ready to appreciate service. That which we have revealed to thee of a book is the truth, confirming what was revealed before it, for God is assuredly with respect to his servants well acquainted and fully observant. And then we have given the book for inheritance to such of our servants, and we have chosen, but there are among them some who wrong their own souls, some who follow a middle course, and some who are by God's leave foremost in good deeds. That is the highest grace. Gardens of eternity will they enter, therein will they be adorned with bracelets of gold and pearls, and their garments there will be of silk, and they will say, Praise be to God, who has removed from us all sorrow, for our Lord is indeed of forgiving, ready to appreciate service, who has out of his bounty settled us in a home that will loss no toil, nor sense of weariness shall touch us therein. But those who reject God, for them will be the fire of hell. No term shall be determined for them, so they should die, nor shall its penalty be lightened for them. Thus do we reward every ungrateful one. Therein will they cry aloud for assistance. Our Lord, bring us out. We shall work righteousness, not the deeds we used to do. Did we not give you long enough life so that he that would should receive admonition? And moreover the warner came to you. So taste ye the fruits of your deeds. For the wrongdoers there is no helper. Verily God knows all the hidden things of the heavens and the earth. Verily he has full knowledge of all that is in men's hearts. He is that has made you inheritors in the earth. If then any do reject God, their rejection works against themselves. Their rejection that adds to the odium of the unbelievers in the sight of their Lord. Their rejection but adds to their own undoing. Say, have you seen these partners of yours whom you call upon besides God? Show me what it is they have created in the wide earth, or have they a share in the heavens, or have we given them a book from which they can derive clear evidence? Nay, the wrongdoers promise each other nothing but delusions. It is God who sustains the heavens and the earth, lest they cease to function, and if they should fail, there is none, not one can sustain them thereafter. Verily he is most forgiving, most forbearing of forgiving. They swore their strongest oaths by God, that if a warner came to them, they would follow his guidance better than any other peoples. But when a warner came to them, it has only increased their flight from righteousness, on account of their arrogance in the land and their plotting of evil. But the plotting of evil will hem in only the authors thereof, nor now are they but looking for the way the ancients were dealt with. But no change wilt thou find in God's way of dealing, no turning off wilt thou find in God's way of dealing. Do they not travel through the earth and see what was the end of those before them, though they were superior to them in strength? Nor is God to be frustrated by anything, whatever in the heavens or on earth, for he is all-knowing, all-powerful. If God were to punish men according to what they deserve, he would not leave on the back of the earth a single living creature, but he gives them respite for a stated term. And when their term expires, verily God has in his sight all his servants.